There's a problem. There's a big problem when entrepreneurs are trying to develop an app, and the app developers are too expensive in the U.S. here. I had a call yesterday where an entrepreneur called me and said, I've been doing my use of proceeds, my startup costs, and to develop this app, so it looks like I'm gonna need a front-end designer or a back-end designer, a UV tester, and it looks like they get paid $110,000 a year, and I think I'm gonna need them for 6 months, times 3, and she doesn't have any money. This problem happens again when, even with the run to the bag business, right? You got a product that a lot of people wouldn't pay one price for, and the manufacturer in your home place is charging this much, the same amount, right? So it's hard if you're going to charge a profit to make any money, right? Because the cost is so high. So what's the solution? I'm going to give you guys a solution today. My name is Coriano. Went to business school, went to law school. Run to the Bag hats available on runtothebag.com. That's my collection of money, literally. And I work under the businessplanningGuru.com, servitude.com, New York website designcenter.com. But today we're going to talk about how do you solve this problem. So here's my take. Look, you shouldn't be focused on how much money you need. You should be focused on the pieces you need to accomplish your business. What does this mean? So if you need designers, let's focus on getting website designers. If you need hats, let's focus on getting on hats. Don't go right to pricing things, because that just leaves you in a situation just like you started. You can't do it. You don't have the money, right? That's the whole point of a startup. So my take on it, if you're going to develop, an app, and you're in America, and website designers, and this is a fact today in 2021, that website designers, computer science majors in America are worth 6 figures, but they're not in India. Okay, the same developer is going to go for half, a third of that price in India. Same thing with products, right? The manufacturing cost may be this high in one place, but they could be down here in another place. Right now, currently, it's Asia, right? So if you need those products, go. Right now, before you actually had to go. You actually had to go there to get the products, to get the people. Today, it's easier than ever. Freelancers are everywhere, all over the world. They don't even have to be in India. The Philippines has, and I'm talking about everywhere has developers, but what I'm trying to get to you guys is, where can I get them at an affordable rate? All right, guys? Where can I get them at a price that I can actually develop what I'm trying to develop? So if you're trying to develop, this is how I looked at it. I remember when I came up with my schemes, the first thing I tell my clients is, look, if you have a business idea, right, try to get the people in play over the money. So if you're telling me you need 3 designers, 3 computer science majors to develop this app, well, go make friends with those people, because the same sales process you're going to need to raise 150,000, 300,000, 50,000, right, is the same process it's going to take for you to sell somebody on the idea to join your team. So it's all a sale. You're going to have to sell it anyway, right? So might as well sell the source instead of the middleman. The money's the middleman. The money, you're going to get the money, you're going to give it to the developer. And then, by the way, after you're done developing your app, you're going to need more developers, right, to keep the app up, right? Facebook didn't fire its developers once it was up and running. They hired more, right? Because they needed to build out more things. They needed to make more things secure. They needed to make sure all the functionalities were working when people started actually using the app. So, listen, pay the price. Go wherever you have to go to make your business thrive, right? And if that means grabbing a supply chain in the Middle East, or customers from Europe, or developers from India or Asia, then that's what you got to do. I've made investments in my business where, after working with these developers online, now I really do suggest you start working with developers online, right? You don't need to fly around the world to find the right guy. You need to test them to find the right guy. So if you test, or woman, so if you're testing and testing and testing, these independent contractors, I like just to find them, right? Freelancer.com, Fiverr.com. Just type in freelance website designers, right? And then type in some of the countries, and you'll see that there's a bunch of sites up there that recommend where to find these people and where to hire these people. and you can actually hire them online. The money usually goes in escrow. But this brings your costs way down. It starts forming relationships with a team that could potentially, you know, be the nucleus of your business, right? The best help is not always around you. The best help, the best person for the job in your business is usually not around you. Okay, so when somebody calls, I get calls all the time for my business plan writing service, and somebody will say, "Oh, I was really hoping that you were in Topeka, Kansas. I was really hoping that you were in, you know, San Bernardino, California. I was really in there." That's because they're there, right? And I always tell them the same thing. Look, the guy that you want for the job is probably not right next door, right? This is a big world, right? If good luck trying to find the best business plan writer in the world in Topeka, Kansas, or the best website developer in Grayling, Michigan, right? It's just not going to happen. So go out there, find these people, and you know, money translates across borders differently, right? So sometimes it goes up and sometimes it goes down. And you can use this to your advantage. So when you're talking about supply chain of inventory, when you're talking about even human resources now in the digital age, when your human resources don't have to be in an office, going to a place where your dollar exchange is better is going to get you more for your dollar. And the same thing on the customer side, right? So on the customer side, if you're charging, you know, $500 for a service or product in America, in a place where, you know, like in certain parts of Europe where the dollar exchange is higher, you can charge more for that product and get more money for that product. So use it wisely. I hope you guys are rocking. I hope you guys are great. I hope you guys never give up, because that's really when it's over. And if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. And stay motivated, guys.